Okay guys, what is up? Today we are kind of going to be showing you my PC setup and gaming setup just so you guys can kind of know what I'm working with here. So let me flip my camera around and I'll get to that. Here is kind of my setup from afar. Let's just start with the main thing, the monitor. It is a Dell monitor with what is it called? A display port, which I'm running my cables through right now. And then I think it's a 24-inch Dell monitor. I don't know the real spec because it's a little bit older. I've had it for a while, so that's this one. Then let's talk about the desk. The desk has, I got it off of Amazon. I think it was like $80. And it has these really nice 3 drawers. And then it comes with these 2 shelves and then an extra shelf up there. But then the mouse pad, this is my favorite part. The mouse pad is basically my entire desk. So I won't ever run out of room for my mouse to move around. You have a little fan in the corner. You have my gaming zone sign, which I got for Christmas, so I think that was $20. But then you have just some Lego cars on here. There will be another Lego car video that will be posted soon. But then you're probably wondering, like, what are these pedals under here? They are for my steering wheel that I don't have set up right now. It is a PXN steering wheel that just has the gas and the brake, and then also the steering wheel, obviously. But then for my speakers, you have my Dell speakers on both sides of my monitor. And then you have the LED strip that comes with the desk. And then you come down to the PC. This was a $400 PC off of Amazon, pre-built. I don't know the real specs of it, but I think it's got a 8 gigabyte. That's probably wrong, but what does it say down here? 6 gigabyte, and then it's 1 terabyte hard drive. So that's kind of some of the specs of it. Other than that, it's a really good PC. And then you have the Rai keyboard and Rai mouse. And then I think that is really it. And you just have some random cabling that goes back there. Here, let me see if, I don't know what size this monitor is, but I know it's a Dell with 1 millisecond delay on it. So yeah, there's not really much to talk to right now about because I don't have a full gaming setup, if you know what it looks like. So I am missing my microphone and then a webcam, obviously, to record. That's why you don't see a face cam on my gaming videos. And that's also why I have a crappy mic system, because I'm using my gaming headphones that have a built-in mic on it, which just isn't cutting it. So that's that. What's really cool is this desk comes with outlets that you can install onto the actual desk, so that's really nice. Well, then you also have my 3 gaming picture signs up there. I wish I knew more of the specs of like my PC and monitor that I could tell you, but like I said, I got this monitor for free from a friend and I've had it for a while, and then I bought the PC with my own money, but I don't really remember the specs because it was like 4 months ago, and so it's one of those things where you just know it at the time and then forget it later. But so yeah, the desk was around 80, the right keyboard was around 25, the fan, the tiny fan in the corner, which is Jay-Z Creator, don't know why it's called that, but I think that was like $10. And then Dell speakers, I don't know, because I also got those for free. Some of this stuff, or most of this, some of this stuff I got for free, just from friends and things. Like, for example, the speakers and the monitor, I didn't actually buy those, so there'll be a more in-depth video of all the Lego cars that you see here. This is something that's really cool, because whenever I play my BeamNG with my steering wheel, I whip my steering wheel really quickly to be able to drift, and so I had to install this orange rubber thing that you can stick onto whatever surface you need to stick onto, and it sometimes comes off. It's a little annoying, but you can kind of just stick it back on there. Yeah, with that being said, I don't have much else to talk to about the setup, so I think that's where this video is going to end. Or, well, I can tell you about my gaming chair. White and black, you can raise it and lower it. The arms do go up as well. So, like I said, I don't have really everything yet, and I do want to upgrade, when I, like, move and everything. Like, for example, I want to get a 3 monitor setup because it's just easier for productivity. And then I also do want to get a laptop for recording my face cam, which I don't have yet either. So let me just show you how I set up my steering wheel real quick. Let me just set up my tripod. The first step is you have to find a sturdy surface to mount it to. And for my steering wheel, I kind of just move my keyboard up a little bit. And it's okay if you do it on like a big mouse pad like this. Like I said, this is a PXN steering wheel. I don't know which number it is. I would have to look at my instructions here. But after you've tightened that down, this isn't going anywhere. So then you need to grab your cord from your pedals. And then that routes right to right here. I'll show you guys. It runs right into this little area. And then after that, you come down here. And then this is universal for like anything. You can plug in your headphones over here too. You have 2 USB ports and then a headphone jack port. Plug this into the first USB port. And then your PC automatically registers it. If I go here in settings, you can see right here how you have the, where is it? It's named controller, but that's not what it's called because it's technically the steering wheel. But that's what it's called. And even with the steering wheel, you can move around and go up and down in your, whatever you're on. So yeah, that's a really cool thing with the steering wheel. And let's get into kind of how I record my videos. So let me show you guys. I'm gonna remove my steering wheel real quickly though first. And the pedals I just kind of leave down there all the time because it's just really annoying to pick them up all the time. And if you guys wanted to know, this is how it connects. You have a screw thing that surfaces up into that part. I don't know why this isn't working. Oh, I'm tightening, that's why. There we go, unloosen. Alright. This can be removed now. And then the whole steering wheel can be removed. Let me kind of show you what apps I record with and how I record my apps, or how I record my screen and everything. So the app I use to record is called OBS. I open OBS, it takes a minute. There you go. And here is like your desktop audio and mic. Can you see my, there you go, now you can see my cursor. Let me, so you can see my entire screen when I'm doing this. I'm just trying to get my camera angle in the right spot. There you go. You can see my cursor. So, first of all, over here, you have your scenes, which is kind of what it records. And then game 1 is just the source and file that it comes from. And then you have your scene transitions, which I don't really know this much stuff about it. And every platform is different from, like, it depends what PC and what monitor you're using. But, so to get to, no, this is your audio mixer. And it kind of mixes your audio. That's basically what it does. It's in the name. So, to start recording, you can either press this and switch over to your app quickly, or you can set hotkeys in the settings area, and you can go to hotkeys, and then you can click on whatever key you want to be set as that. So my hotkey is this button for starting, and then this button for ending the recording. So you'll see in the bottom right hand corner, it will say recording starting or something like that. When I press my hotkey button, I want to try to get the focus in both. Here you go. Okay, watch the bottom left hand corner. It says start recording. Well, it says stop recording. So I started the recording, and then I can stop the recording by pressing my hotkey, and then stop the recording. And like I said, this is kind of different for every, sorry, I'm trying to adjust my camera. It's not really working with me. It's different on every platform. To see your recordings, you can either go into your editing app if you don't want to watch them right away. But if you do want to see how they turned out, you can go to show recordings at the top and go to whatever recording that is on that day. So you have the 2026 February 8th recording, which is what we just recorded. You can open it, and it shows you kind of what it is. I also don't know how this is playing. Oh, my storage is full. We can't check your, oh, it's somewhere with the internet. But whatever, that's how you normally find your files. And if you wanted to know how I edit my videos, I go to CapCut, which is the editor app that I use on all my devices except my mobile. Like if I'm filming a video on my phone, which I'm doing right now, it will be edited through iMovie. And so let me go hit create project, and I'll go to export, and I'll have my video here. I'll drag it down, and then you can kind of do whatever you want with that. I want to make sure my volume is not too loud. And then if you have the premium, you can get the premium and whatnot, but I wasn't using a mic, so it didn't have this my voice recording it. But then you can do whatever, and then once you're done, you hit export up at the top, and then you can hit export, but I'm not going to export this because I don't want this onto my computer. But that is basically how I record all of my videos and kind of what my setup looks like. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, I would appreciate you if you hit that subscribe button and like this video and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss another video.